Yesterday, we saw 4 trades. What an incredible day for the NHL trade market, and it's Bowen Byram going to Chicago. This was a wild deal. The Chicago Blackhawks acquired Bowen Byram and Jordan Greenway in exchange for the 4th overall pick in the Friday's draft, the 45th overall pick, and Louis Crevier. So Bowen Byram, he was traded to Buffalo a few seasons ago from Colorado for Casey Mittelstadt, and he's been a decent player there. However, he's wanted to be a number 1 D in the NHL, and on Buffalo, they already have Dahlin, they already have power on the right side, as well as Matthias Samuelsson. So there's kind of a logjam there, and he wants to go to a team that's going to give him more opportunity, and he's definitely going to get that in Chicago. I do question whether he's actually going to live up to that, though, because his underlying numbers have never been good, even as a guy who doesn't really play against high competition. He had a solid season, though, 11 goals, 42 points for the Sabres. He's consistently about a half a point per game defenseman. But in Chicago, playing with guys like Bedard, Frundell, Nazar, I think he could definitely put up 65, 70 points playing power play 1 for the team. And as a concept, I like Byram in Chicago, but man, this was a straight up overpay. There's no way to put it lightly. Another thing to consider is that Byram is a UFA next summer. Byram wants to make $10 million at minimum on an AAV for his next contract, and the Hawks basically just gave up all their leverage by trading for an upcoming UFA. I saw 12.5 by 7 years thrown out. If they gave him that, it would be absolutely disastrous in my opinion. Now, I understand the logic. Chicago, they have tons of picks and prospects. They don't really need any more. And you want to start building a competitive team around Bedard. But I just don't think Bowen Byram, at this price, was necessarily the guy. They also take on Jordan Greenway's contract, which it's fine. It's going to help them reach the cap floor. But this was a concerning move from Chicago. I feel like they could have used that 4th overall pick to take a high-end defenseman like a Chase Reed or a Carson Karls. So I'm going to be generous with my grade of this because I understand the logic, but I'm going to go with a C. And on the Buffalo end, I mean, this is a home run move. They cleared some cap space. They now have $21 million for the offseason. It's reported that they're not going to bring back Alex Tuch. So now they got to bring back Krebs and Benson as the main pieces. And you have a lot of money to work with to improve this roster. The defense is already really solid, and Louis Crevier, well, he didn't have excellent results in Chicago. He was playing against top competition, and in a decreased role, I feel like he could become an effective player. 6'8" right shot defenseman, those aren't on the market every day. Kind of like an upgrade over Logan Stanley, I think. And obviously, the best piece in this is that 4th overall pick. I'm very intrigued to see if they actually use this pick, or if they go out and try and flip it for a player who can help them win now. There's some rumors about Matthew Nyes and the Sabres, and maybe the 4th overall pick could be involved there. And worst case scenario, they take a high-end defenseman like a Chase Reed who could be a potential right shot D for the team in the future. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with this pick, but regardless, this is an A-plus move from the Sabres in my opinion. Clearing the cap space, getting a major asset in that draft pick, and a defenseman who could play a role for them as well. So great job by Jarmo Kekalainen on this deal. And I want you guys to let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this deal? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.